Welcome to the News Hour. I'm your anchor, Jay Stoyan, and I want to thank you for tuning in today as we have a wonderful, wonderful show. We're very excited about the guest we have coming on today. He's going to be coming on after our first break. His name is Nick Hurd, Keeping It Real with Nick. He'll tell you what Keeping It Real with Nick really means. So we're very excited. Like I said, he's going to be on after our first commercial break. Right now, I just want to let everybody know that we are live on Facebook. So please do comment, give us some feedback. We'd love to interact with you. We have our social media team tweeting, Facebooking right away. Right now, you can join us on Twitter at JStoyan, or you can also join our company page at TDC Channel 1, only one C. So at TDC Channel 1, we would love to, and we will follow you also. Just want to make some important announcements before we continue on with the show. Do join us on Roku TV, which is a free subscription based out of the US, but it is a global platform for showcasing abilities on TV. And we are the world's only inclusive channel that does that. So we're very proud, very honored to have that opportunity by and for persons with disabilities, showcasing abilities on TV. So again, we're very honored and happy and proud that you are joining us today. Do comment, as you're going to want to ask Nick a ton of questions. Before we get to that, just talk a little bit about what's going on with our channel. You can now watch us on Comcast in the USA, in Norwich, Connecticut on channel 14. You'll be able to see Accessible Daily Living, one of our great shows, along with Health Talk Matters, another great show focusing on accessibility and focusing on personal support workers. So we're really excited about that. We're going to be going out to Variety Village this upcoming week, so we're all excited about that. Also, do check out our associate Alware. They are a wonderful organization all about disability employment. So if you're looking to maybe further your career, restart your career, or start your career within the workforce, Alware would love to talk to you. Again, you can find them through us, or you can just go to Alware, that's OWLWARE, or you can go to our website, www.thedisabilitychannel.ca, as we would love to try and support you to getting back into today's workforce. Again, that's for persons with disability, and it also includes diversity. So again, check us out, check out the website. We also want to say that upcoming in January, we will becoming bilingual. How's that? Not bad, eh? So we're going to be introducing a ton of new shows, and one of our shows is called Socially Served. And the focus for that, again, is disability employment and all the programs that go along with that. Again, I'm not the person to speak about that. You'll meet the terrific host who has a ton of information. And we're also going to be doing a French version. Yes, a French version. So we're right across the land from BC to Quebec. So we're really excited, and we're going to be introducing another special edition regarding sign language, but we're going to keep that on the back burner for now. We can't give away all of our secrets. So we are expanding like crazy in 2017. We really wish you to be a part of it, because together we can become stronger. So stay tuned. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be back with our guest, Nick Hurd from Keeping It Real with Nick. Please keep those Facebook posts coming, as we're really excited that you're interacting with us, and vice versa. Stay tuned. I'll be back with a news hour. I'm Jay Stoyan.
Having my grandkids over is the highlight of my day. But it isn't all hugs and cookies. I also get to help raise them and teach good habits. I call it Grandma's Training Program. Whether it's safety in the backyard, no, or staying clean,
don't forget to use soap,
or monitoring video game use. And I don't just mean limiting the amount they play. We all spend more and more time on these little devices, and it can be really bad on our spine. Not long ago, I had neck surgery, and it was during my physical therapy that another patient introduced me to the ab collar. I used the ab collar during my recovery to remind me to have good posture during my daily exercises. And now it's an important part of Grandma's training program. The ab collar is lightweight, portable, and easy to put on. But best of all, it serves as a great training tool to teach the boys how they're supposed to sit while playing their video games. And now I hardly ever have to remind them at all. I want to help my grandsons grow up healthy and strong and make good decisions. And the ab collar is helping me do that.
With New Bandage Technology, and we're here today in Boca Raton, Florida with Willie Snead IV, number 83 from the New Orleans Saints, wide receiver. And Willie bruised his knee and sprained his knee about, 4 weeks ago?
Yeah, 3 weeks ago.
You've tried our new bandage, our high impact bandage here recently over the last few days, and your first impressions?
First putting it on, I just felt the automatic support that I was looking for. I know when I take my knee, I had support, but I didn't have mobility, and that was the problem. So, like right when I put this on, I felt the mobility, I felt the support all in one. And that's really what I needed for my knee at the time. Now that you've introduced me to the new bandage, it's like, I want to wear this all the time. So, I mean, even with the different versions, you got the heavy duty with the padded, you got the light finesse, and you got the change up. It's like, it's all good, and it's a really good product.
With new bandage, there are no pressure points. There are no long taping sessions. It's an easy on and an easy off, and you can adjust it easy. You can place it exactly where you want, so you got the ultimate comfort and support. So I'm looking forward to watching you in the rest of the season.
I appreciate you.
You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Welcome back to the News Hour. I'm your anchor, Jay Stoyan, and on the show today we have a wonderful guest. Let's get right to it. I want to introduce Nick Hurd from Keeping It Real with Nick. Nick, thanks for being on the show today.
Well, thank you, Jay.
Wow, we are very excited to have you on. We did some crackerjack research, and we are very impressed by what you do, your life, your career. But rather than me speaking about it, please do tell us, and let's start back, if we can, first start about your connection to the disability world, Nick, and then we can just go from there, if that's okay.
That's fine.
So tell us about yourself, please.
Well, I'm Nicholas Hurd. I was born with a disability, with Down syndrome. When I was born, actually when I was a baby, there was a nurse.
Yeah.
At the hospital that I know of, discriminated against me because I had a disability. And when that went on, well, I didn't matter, but you know what? I did matter. My parents kept me anyways.
Nice.
And then a year later came, after that happened, we started the Down Syndrome Association. I was the poster boy for it back in 1985, but not once, but twice, for the Down Syndrome Society for that. And around that time, I started doing school.
Okay.
And then from then on, I was bullied and discriminated against throughout my years in school.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, yeah, but you know what? I actually survived it. And you know what? Not just me. My brother and my sister were, because I had a disability and Down syndrome, because they found me a threat.
Wow.
Because to the school,
Okay.
or to them, I didn't matter. But you know what? I don't care what they say. I am happy to be who I am.
That's wonderful, Nick. That's so inspirational. Like, congratulations on, like you said, you had obstacles, but you overcame the obstacles, and look at the man you are today. So
Yes, that is
I
correct.
congratulate you on that. Talk a little bit about now how it is interacting with, because like how it is interacting with your community, how it is interacting with the able community. Just give us some experiences that you've had throughout your life.
Okay, well, from then on, I went to junior high at a regular school. I went there and it was challenging.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I was discriminated against again in that school. They took away half of my education.
Mm-hmm.
That was in the health area. Like, I didn't really belong in that. But you know what? I still survived that.
Wow.
And I was in a music class. Same thing again. But you know what? I don't care. Because you know what? I'm just like you are.
This is great, Nick. I love that how you're expressing your feelings, because I'm telling you right now, people on Facebook and around the world are, they need somebody like this to see somebody like them in the camera to say, hey, this guy's doing it. Mom, Dad, I can do it too. Like, this is such an inspirational thing. So I thank you so much for coming on today. So let me ask you, when you were in school, right, was there a difference between how your fellow students treated you as opposed to the teachers, or kind of blended?
Well, actually, the teachers were great.
Okay.
Were great. One of the teachers in junior high really, they actually believed in me.
Nice.
Really, actually, because they knew I can do whatever it takes in the field. And look where I am now.
That's wonderful.
I'm happy where I am now. And then on, I went to high school.
Yeah.
It was again, I wanted to join a theater program in high school. They didn't let me because I think I had a disability, or I have Down syndrome. I don't know what that was. But you know what? I still survived it. And then I got myself involved in a program called Drama Way.
Oh, tell us.
Yes. Well, when I started Drama Way, I was doing a preliminary play of Grease, one of my favorite movies. But it was called Slicksters. That was like 14 years ago.
Okay.
Now it's been 14 years. I'm still part of it, but I'm only a good friend of the program. That's how I'm part of it still. And
that is great.
and my character in that show, I was Mr. Vince Fontaine.
Wow.
And me, I still remember that part. And when I started from that, then after I finished high school, I went into college at Seneca College.
Ooh, okay.
I was in a college vocational program. I did some work placement there. I worked at Zellers.
Okay.
That was like 10 years ago. And that went really well for me.
Excellent.
Very well. I did screw up a little bit, but that's another
life,
story.
Right? That's life.
Which is life, but it's a challenge. And then I got through it. Because me, I'm tough. And I'm harsh and a bit strict sometimes. Mm-hmm. But life worked out for the best for me growing up.
This is excellent. Can you tell me a little bit, can you share a couple of kind and positive stories that you've had that you remember, like with your mom and dad, like as you were growing up? I think people would love to hear maybe something like that.
Yes, of course. Actually, there was a story with my parents. My parents are loving, caring people. They accept me for who I am. They accept my disability. they were my heroes.
Wow.
They were my everything. And my favorite memory with my parents was when we had Christmas together and Thanksgiving together. And there was one story that
Take your time, it's okay.
that they were great.
Yeah, that's okay. That's great. Okay, so let's. I mean, that's wonderful, Nick. I know you could probably talk so much about your mom and dad. I bet you they're the best parents in the world. Thank you for so much for sharing. Let's move it along a little bit. Let's talk about keeping it real with Nick. So, what is keeping it real with Nick? What is that all about?
Well, keeping it real with Nick is about getting involved more in the arts area, and also being educated by me as an educator and teacher, and
so you interact with other people.
Interact with other people, and also hear what everybody has to say and comment on it after the first show you've seen. You can comment, give me feedback on it, questions, or whatever you guys feel like asking me. Feel free to ask me anything. I do have a Facebook page of Keeping It Real with Nick, so check that out.
Great.
And yes, there will be follow-ups.
Well, actually, I think regarding the Keeping It Real with Nick video that you shot, I believe our production team is actually uploading that as we speak on our YouTube page and on our website. So, and it's going to go onto our Roku channel too. So, if it's not up there already, it's going to be up there hopefully by the end of the day or over the weekend, and that's going to show people a great description of exactly how talented Nick is and his clip from Keeping It Real with Nick. So tell me, Nick, how do you feel in that process when you're actually interviewing somebody? Like, I mean, personally, like, how does it make you feel?
Actually, when I interview somebody, it makes me feel happy and glad that I did that. And they're really, and plus, I actually knew them. Actually, I'm part of a program called Soul Express. It's through Large Toronto. They were their name was Cheryl and Janet. They're the first people I interviewed for the show, and they were really happy that I did this because that started 10 years ago through Large Toronto. There was an old church, and now they use it as a space to be used as a space to come together and create something together. And Janet's quote was that art is my life. So I was inspired by it, by that, and that's how I came up with this show.
That's wonderful. So tell us again that did you say Large or something? What is the organ?
Large Toronto.
Okay, tell people what Large is.
Large is it all started in France.
Okay.
With Jean Vanier. There were other two men who lived with him. And then I bet they got along really well in France. Mm-hmm. And then Soul Express came on board. That was through them. And so there is a website about it. You can go online and see more history about it. I can't remember.
I think it's L''ARCHE, if I'm not mistaken. Large,
I think so.
I think that's what it is. So tell us, I want to move a little bit ahead. Tell us about the thing you have upcoming in May.
Actually, May. Well, actually, in May is also my birthday.
Oh, okay.
It's May 5th.
Okay.
And in May, there was a show coming called Wildfire. It's through a company called the Rare Company. There was a play called Rare a few years ago, back in 2012. It was started with 9 cast in the play of Rare, and now there's 8 of us now. And this play is about a play instead of a play instead of a play.
Wow.
It's about the truth about institutions and how it's wrong to be put there because of their disability or because they're black, gay, or whatever like that.
So this is a play on stage.
This is a play on stage.
And you're an actor in it.
Yes.
Wow, that's really good. Now tell us the connection you have, like what everybody has in the play.
Well, actually, the connection of the characters in the play, actually, I knew outside of the play. Yes. I knew some of them, like Dylan, which is Dylan Harmon, who was from The Rainbow Kid, which some of you have seen or might not seen. I was also in that movie, as well as an actor in there.
Great.
I had an actual character name in there, so I think it's out there somewhere. It is on iTunes, the movie, so check that out. So check the movie out.
That's great, Nick. So it's in May. So please do make sure you keep updated because we'd love to be able to support that play.
Of course.
We will love. Now, before I let you go, I'd like if you could. I mean, you don't have to share a message with us because your whole interview has been a terrific inspirational message. So,
well, thank you.
But but before we do let you go, for people out there who maybe have the same condition as you or a different condition, is there some type of positive message that you've experienced that you'd like to pass on to them? Maybe it'll help them.
Actually, yes. There is one of my heroes. His name is Michael J. Fox, a.k.a. Marty McFly. One of my favorite movies, Back to the Future. It's one of my favorite quotes in the movie. If you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. And you know what? After by seeing, it's one of my favorite movies since I was a baby, and it still is today. And that I want everybody to take that advice from me and do what I have done. Go out there, chase your dreams, go after it, and succeed.
Wow, that is wonderful. You know
and
what you're
that
doing?
is what Keeping It Real with Nick is about. It's about going after your dreams and hang on to it and make it as your baby.
Wow, Nick. So, very well said. And this gentleman over here, that's exactly what he's doing. He is showcasing his abilities because he has a lot of them. So, Nick, with that, I want to thank you for coming on the show. It was a wonderful interview. I thank you for the opportunity for you to be on our platform. Do keep us updated because, again, we want to support you with the play. And just to let our viewers know that you're going to be seeing a lot of Nick very soon. So, again, Nick,
yes,
thanks for coming on. And keep it real with Nick. That's great. What we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk a little bit. I'm going to sort of go across the board a little bit. I'm so thrilled. I'm so happy with this interview. I'm so pleased that Nick was able to come on today. Again, you can find Nick Hurd on Facebook. The guy's just a champion. So with that note, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with the News Hour.
Hello everyone, Lawrence Rinke here with New Bandy's Technology. We were at the Ocala Equine Hospital today with Dr. Bloomer for a short tour and a great opportunity for New Bandy's Technology. So we're going to roll the bandage up. Yep. The eyelid and the eyeball looks away from the patient. Perfect. Right? You get it past the big spot, and then you can let the horse's leg down. Nice job, okay. And let's say you want to use it on the...
I'm thinking, yeah, right there on the... in this area.
Oh, in this area?
Yeah, that's going to be a carpal wound of some kind, knee wound.
And of course, it can be high, low, or medium compression. Make sure all the holes are even and consistent size. And you've got even and consistent pressure all the way through with no pressure points. Right? You can move the bandage down, address the wound, clean the wound, and then just bring it right back up again. If you want to adjust the bandage and you want it a little higher, you can bring it up and right back down again. If you want it higher, you can bring it right back up again. And down. So you can keep adjusting it until it's perfect. Take it off. You start with the palms to the fingers. Stay in contact with it, palms to fingers. Oh, thank you. And of course, a little assistance is always nice. If you want to make it loose, take it away. Then we've got a higher compression, 2x10 solid. We're going to roll it up into a tight donut shape. And this one will be a little more difficult to get on. But again, the eyelid, the eyeball. With assistance, we can get it out. Right? And then stay in contact with it from the palms and up. Palms and up. Palms. Stay in contact. Push it up. When it unloads, you simply bring it down. Now you can see you got a tighter fit here.
I like the way that looks, I really do.
This is called cinching. If I want to bring this together, bring this joint together, I would cinch it by pulling it up, and I would cinch it by pulling it down. What that does is, because this bandage wants to go back to its original shape, it's pulling that joint back together, acting like an assist.
Welcome back to the News Hour. I'm your anchor, Jay Stoyan, and just on his show today, we had on Nick Hurd, Keeping It Real with Nick. Please do check him out on Facebook, and he's going to be acting in an upcoming play in May that will definitely keep you updated with all the updates, and you'll also be able to see Nick on our dial very soon, as we have some special things planned for Nick and the dial. So we really want to congratulate Nick for all he does in his life, and his show's pretty good, so you got to tune in and watch it. What I want to do, I want to move ahead. I want to thank the Rick Hansen Foundation. We had Rick on a couple weeks ago. Our lines were just buzzing. I've received so many great comments and feedback regarding Rick. So I do want to thank Rick and Dawn, because I know Dawn set it up for us regarding she's, I believe, one of his right-hand persons out there in BC. So I want to thank the Rick Hansen Foundation. Hopefully we're going to be doing some great things together down the road. He's such a difference maker. So we're very honored to have him on. Watch for the MPs, Bill Walker and Mike Schreiner, and hopefully we're going to get the NDP and Liberals on board too, as we're doing some special things with ADL, one of our shows later on this month. We're also going to be, June 24th, we're going to be at CSA doing a live show, so please do join us. Again, it's just on Bathurst Street. We're going to have some dynamic guests on that show. I'm sure you'll want to tune in, but come in live, because it's going to be a live show with a studio audience, a big studio audience, and we're going to be Facebooking it. So that's good. I'm just looking down our list here to see what else we have coming on. I want to thank Western and University, Western Hospital and the University of Western for the doctors out there. We had a wonderful autism meeting, terrific breakthroughs that we're going to be sharing if we can when the time comes with the doctors. Oh, great hospital, great guys out there at Western. I want to thank them. We're going to hopefully be doing some work with the Marlies. We're waiting to hear back. We would love to support the Marlies, and we're not talking about hockey. We're talking about difference makers, human rights, because we know a lot of the athletes have foundations, and I think people have to know about this, because all you hear in the media is all bad. Let's hear some good. So I know the players are a lot more than just hockey players or football players or baseball players. I know they do care about the less fortunate, or they want, through their charities and foundations. So we're looking to set something up there. We're all going to be introducing a couple new shows in the new year. We won't say just who just yet, but they're going to be very exciting. We're also hopefully going to be doing some work with George Brown. That could be interesting. Oh, and if you're interested in advertising on our channel, we have created an advertising club. So it's very reasonable rates. We will showcase and promote you 24/7 all the time. Again, we're going to have some information on our website, www.thedisabilitychannel.ca. Again, it's going to be an advertising club. Watch for a very cool video coming out regarding an art gallery and a really terrific artist. That's going to be up on our website, so probably sometime later over the weekend or early next week. And we do have our Disability Den is going to be coming up in a couple weeks, again with Curtis Balanovich. Thanks to Curtis, wonderful host. The Ontario Autism Coalition are really backing us. We're going to be also introducing Laura onto our platform. So just so many great things. We're very honored here to have this opportunity to hopefully get people back in the workforce, get people educated. Not that we're just passing on valuable information regarding whether you're a senior. Speaking of seniors, we want to thank American Standard. They're going to be coming on our platform. Terrific guys, terrific company, worldwide, North American based. So again, that's American Standard. So just a lot of great things. The best thing to do is we're updating our website pretty much now on a daily basis. We've added some new associations on there. One is Comcast in the US. Plus we have some new newsletters, press releases on there. So if you want looking for information, or if you're just looking for something, perhaps we can connect you. We can help you out there. Our Facebook Live is just going crazy. So we really thank all the comments on there. If you do have anything or want to know anything, we'll be more than happy to help you out. Let's sort of flip it around a little bit. Let's talk a little bit of what's going in the news today. Obviously, the election down in the U.S. does not stop. It's 24/7 bashing Trump. Good thing he just doesn't listen to it. He just doesn't care. Now he's fighting, or they pretend he's fighting with the CIA over the Russian hack. Democrats, just admit it. You lost. Stop blaming other people. Blame yourself. Okay? Just stop it. It's ridiculous. You're looking like fools. You're looking childish. Okay? You have a new president in America. Support your president. He won fair and square. Now it's time to support him. Okay? Just like you guys said, if Democrats won, you have to support them. Well, vice versa. So now it's your turn to support. It's just really ridiculous how bad the media is. They are so biased. They bully so much. They are supposed to be non-biased platforms, well, you're not. And it starts with CNN. They're not, right? And right with MSNBC. I can go all day about this, but I won't. The other thing, what is wrong with society? That Facebook video is so disgusting, so sad. Clean it up. Clean up the social media. Stop posting garbage, okay? Stop it. You're ruining society, social media. It's good for some things, and it's really horrible for others. Stop posting horrible things. I don't know why these organizations like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat and on let people, why do they let people upload? Don't they have a filter? Don't you say, no, this is not allowed. This is not allowed. This is crude, ignorant, racist, so on and so on. Get rid of that stuff. You're ruining our youth. You are ruining our youth, social media. So, I mean, it's just ridiculous. I think I'm going to leave it at that because I got a little hot under the collar, as you might want to say it. But hey, I think it's an important subject. It's an important subject to address. So, with that note, again, I want to thank our guest on the show, Nick Hurd, Keeping It Real with Nick. Wonderful guest. I want to thank our staff. I want to thank our Facebook people for comments. And I want to thank our wonderful staff for taking care of me. You guys make me look good. Thank you very much. With that note, I'll leave it here. Stay tuned. We'll see you next time on NewsHour. I'm your anchor, Jay Stoyan.